Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, sacred faith keepers of the New Earth timeline. We are the Hathor, the royal Venusian lineage that came into this simulation for the Great Shift, the Great Awakening, the ascension into 5D and beyond. We are well on the trajectory of the liberation ascension timeline of the pure land of the clear light of bliss. We are dialing up the New Earth frequencies with the power of the mind and our almighty I Am presence, the pure awareness of Buddha consciousness, our oneness with all things. Today on the Mayan Tzolk'in calendar, our galactic signature is Keen 245, red spectral serpent, magic turtle day and clear sign of Pakal Votan. The turtle nation says stay the course, slow and steady wins the race. Consistency and persistence breaks through all barriers and overcomes obstacles along the sacred path with heart. Solaris continues to release powerful flares today with 5 C-class flares, an M5.3, and from new sunspot AR3004, he released a M1 and a powerful X1.1 class flare. These are carrying with them the new codes for the Ascension upgrades and activations for our full quantum leap of consciousness into Homo Luminous, beings of infinite light. With these waves coming in, we had more pulsing white lights appearing on the Schumann charts at amplitudes of 20 Hz, 26 Hz, 27 Hz, and a big blast at 35 Hz. More gamma plasma energy directly from the great central sun flowing in. The moon child is awakened within every living heart, and it is activating you to live your greatest, most vivid dream, to merge your waking consciousness with your energy body through lucid dreaming. In this transition and gnosis, we learn to dream while awake. This is the great awakening within the dream, and realizing your true nature of Buddha consciousness, which is the cosmic mind. Gather up your visions within the dream catcher, and we meet in the center of the web of life, the sacred hoop of the Divine Mother, as we set the fire in the middle as the vortex of light to guide our way home. Allow the Holy Spirit to fill your sacred vessel with her heavenly light. Let the Great Spirit open and expand your heart into the furthest reaches of the multiverse. Every atom in your body are the stars of the universe, and in turn the quantum field suns in the multiverse. Today, Gaia unplugs from the 3D matrix and is fully connected to the quantum 5D creatrix. It is time as starseeds and wayshowers to step into our roles as master manifestors of the new earth. As conscious co-creators, we hold our vision of life as heaven on earth for 73 seconds. In this exodus, humanity is being freed from the Babylonian debt slavery system and all systems that do not serve the highest good of all sentient beings of the pure light. Keep the faith in the light as we hold the line for all of humanity in this time, as we transition to the timelessness of eternity in this now. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor, share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Today, as I stepped outside, there was a beautiful scene as the pink blossoms from the cherry trees had shed many of the flowers overnight. It looked like a field of pink snow. Very beautiful scene as New Earth 5D shining through. This was transmitting the energies of the Mary Magdalene and the Divine Mother Mary and Sister Mary of the stars. The 3 holy sisters, the Trinity, the Trident. The 3 divine feminine goddesses within each Dantian. The field of elixir, of sacred alchemy. Let us know in the comments the beauty you experience today. Now let us continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 20 degrees, 53 minutes Gemini. The sun is at 13 degrees, 43 minutes Taurus. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 14 degrees Taurus. On the beach, children play with shellfish, grope at the edge of the water. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 21 degrees Gemini. A tumultuous labor demonstration from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Sacred Rebels from Alana Fairchild and Autumn Sky. And the card she pulled for you today, card 20, Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. The feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now when we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things but don't necessarily have a proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal. It is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor it is about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It is about inviting what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. To feel that you are already a naturally abundant being who gratefully invites more of what you want into your life is rather different to feeling lack, fear, and wishing your world would change. It is a bit like dressing for the job you want, even if it is not yet the job you have. You energetically embody what you wish to attract more of into your life. Like attracts like. The Oracle brings you a message. You don't need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things come in time, rightfully and according to a great loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time and shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It is okay to become soft or to feel the energy of what you wish to attract into your life and to act as much as you can as though it is already that way. You are not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world if you do this. You are actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction. As you soften into becoming what you are seeking, what you wish for will not be able to resist your shining, inviting presence. This oracle also comes with a special message that you have been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished much, but it is now time to change your approach. Let go of any force in your approach to creation now. Everything serves a purpose, and learning the benefits and limitations of the more forceful way of manifestation through effort and willpower was a useless lesson. However, if you were to continue with that approach, it would stop working for you, because you are now beginning to create on a far grander scale that is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. You are individually creating through your healing and art, but also contributing globally to a new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. Healing process. Say aloud, I shine like the sun, radiant with grace, and all that I desire comes to me according to perfect timing. I relax, believe, and receive through unconditional love. This is now so. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Suzanne Sullivan. In the Native American tradition, one member of the tribe assumes the role of faith keeper. This person's role is to remain at peace, centered in spiritual vision, no matter what events befall the tribe. Even if everyone else in the tribe slips into pain, fear, or dissension, the faith keeper is the one person the tribe can rely on as a lifeline to the presence. This is our role now. And from Divine Brother of the Light, William Henry, please pray big today, everyone. The light is pouring over you and through you. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster, we're deep in integration energy since Sunday as we ground a completely new reality, but with pure crystalline codes from Gaia. Royal Feline codes. Entry point for Divine Union. Update to the Lyran source codes this morning as things are rapidly shifting here in Terra Gaia. Opening these blueprints especially for Divine Union. You're able to fully enable your original codes of creation. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Dr. Shavi M. Ali, Cosmic Update, the 3rd of May 2022, a message of light activation. Solar flares on high this morning at approximately 7:53 UTC time, 2:53 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022, an M1 solar flare occurred, and shortly thereafter at 13:25 UTC time, 8:25 a.m. EDT, an X1 occurred. Solar winds are slightly above normal, traveling currently at 411 kilometers a second, and the magnetosphere is showing fast and slow-moving winds converging, and plasma particles are dense with pressure building around our planet, primarily on its far side. A new sunspot numbered AR3004 by NASA indicates that magnetic energy could lead to the further high-level solar flares. Although the KP index is rated quiet, this is going to change to unsettled or storm, because there is no way that strong solar flares which have been unleashed from the sun, and with the magnetosphere showing heightened frequencies, that activations which mainstream science tends to refer to as disturbances to our planet are not happening. Earth Gaia is indeed being shifted, rocked, and swirled as the flares and winds build. As has been discussed previously, even without technological equipment to guide us, intuition is now the primary way of sensing what is occurring in our solar system, along with the physical, emotional, and mental symptoms that people are reporting around the world. From DisclosureNews.it. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ali Ray, energetics continue to amp up for those who are feeling it. The energetics and magnetics are at levels bringing many people a variety of experiences, some simultaneously. Many are noticing a recent shift, which has brought a feeling of lightness and lucidity to waking moments, a noticeably peaceful fluidity within that is extending to their outer experience. Some are noticing waves of feelings of fight or flight, heightened anxieties in response to external stimuli, and some are experiencing this recent shift with incredible magic all around, accompanied by the awareness of dissolving waves of anxiety. These energetic waves are washing away old programming. When we can center ourselves in our heart and allow whatever stimuli to pass through us without our participation, we are clearing these old programs and taking a conscious action to claim our peace and freedom. If you experience these waves of old programs rolling through, simply allow them to pass through without your reaction or participation. Without your participation, they fade away. Keep centered in your heart, beautiful, brave hearts. All is truly, truly well. You are so very, very loved. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, the fast-forward buttons have been pushed, and thus all is now dissolving at a rapid pace, which no longer serves our highest good. All which you are still clinging onto or are refusing to let go of still runs you, and you are bound by it in some form or way. We literally need to dissolve into no thing, no form, in order to gain multidimensionality, thus to fully step into our new light body form, and thus fully into the higher dimensional vibrational frequency bands. I know I have shifted beyond all else in the last few weeks, and once one has shifted, one cannot go and press the rewind or replay buttons. They simply will not work either. It is now the moment to take those leaps of faith into the unknown. I am often given glimpses of what life will be in a few years' time, but I am always told you are now creating your own reality. You are drawing onto you that which you in truth wish to co-create and experience in the higher dimensional states. It is a whole new life and way of life emerging, where we truly live our soul purpose and calling and step into co-creatorship with the divine, as one with the divinity within. Therefore mastery. Thus we are now being pushed out of all which has ever been before. We are dissolving faster than we ever thought possible, in order to be transfigured into the truth of who and what in truth we are at the soul level. Thus, once we claim our own divinity, we rise into co-creatorship, and thus are asked to co-create from the point of unity, oneness, and multidimensionality, as one with all that is. All is happening faster and faster. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. The energy is still really powerful right now. You can feel it in your body and soul. You might feel all kinds of ascension symptoms and also the void. The void-like feeling happens after a powerful transformation, and it is the unpleasant emptiness within that makes you freak out at first. But the void is actually really positive, and it means you are connected to your soul in the present moment. The silence of your soul is the feeling of nothingness, emptiness, where you are one with all. When you become consciously aware of how this silence feels, you will start to see things differently. Don't try to avoid the void, but welcome it, dive into it, and open up to it. You will be pulled into a cosmic flow of life that will get you exactly where you need to be and what you need to know in order to make the next step on your journey. Be in the present moment and use the void to explore new ways of being, living, and relating. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Pars Kute. Within these intense incoming divine New Earth energies, we need to remember, anything that annoys us is actually teaching us patience. Anything that makes us angry is actually teaching us forgiveness and compassion. Whatever we hate is actually teaching us to love unconditionally. Anything we are afraid of is actually teaching us courage and overcoming our fear. Anything we can't influence is actually teaching us to let go. Let's enjoy the powerful divine light and super DNA upgrades in this now moment. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens, May 3rd, 2022. Message. You will recognize true life by its colors, literally and metaphorically. They are beautiful. Their light carries a very different spectrum than the one you are used to, and all bodies are made of it. All bodies are vibrant of this light. Its nature is peaceful and gentle, and at the same time it carries a great power. It is made by the living essence of all the elements in their pure expression. This is the living plasma. It can illuminate all the inner and outer worlds of the body. It connects all the organic grids together in the flow of life, and it carries the true living information through all organisms. Its power is so great that it can clear any imbalances or distortions in an instant, offering balance, true knowing, actualization, rejuvenation, liveness, and bliss, and helps one communing the sense of oneness and being in the true presence of the self. All feel safe, loved, and protected in this light. They are carefree and free to explore and create as they wish. Irene E. And from Divine Brothor and Sister of the Light, Eldora and Siman, I am being shown that a huge tidal wave of positive energy is currently heading towards Earth. It was released from our galactic center a few days ago. As this wave collides with our planet, it is going to cause a huge shift in our light bodies, as millions of light workers and starseeds across the planet will get activated to a higher degree in their spiritual abilities, and begin to remember ancient memories from past lifetimes when they used to walk as masters on this planet. We have all been masters in the past, It is just that we have forgotten who we are, and we have accepted this limited version of reality where we are operating at less than 1% of our actual capacity. All that is changing now is the ascension of humanity is rapidly unfolding before our eyes. We will see humanity rise in their spiritual and mental prowess rapidly over the next decade or so. This is a spiritual revolution that is already unfolding, and it is triggering a mass awakening on this planet. This revolution is not going to be televised because those who control the media and maintain humanity under their control fear us. We are the free-thinking spiritual warriors who cannot be controlled or subjugated, for we see everything, and we know who we are. This spiritual revolution is not focused on condemning the events of the past, punishment for those who misuse their power, or even to protest against the bogus lies we have been told. This revolution is focused on something far grander than that. This is an evolutionary ascension of the human species, and the effects of this kind of evolution will far outweigh the internet boom of the 90s or even the invention of the wheel. The evolutionary jump that mankind is on the brink of taking has the potential to change the entire face of this planet towards a heaven-on-earth reality that will restore balance and peace on our planet. We know this to be true because we are the living proof of this ascension, and we are united in our service to the light and our commitment to become masters of the light and the dark. We have harmonized our ego and can see through the BS. We have left the dark matrix behind already, and we are working towards creating a new earth, a world that our children and their next generations deserve to live in. We are galactic royalty. We are the light workers and star seeds of Earth. We are here now, and together we are unstoppable. With love, Simon. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Sarah Adams. Galactic update from the Pleiadian Syrian Arcturian Council of Light, releasing karma using the violet flame and decree. We are here now, we love you, we are you from your future to assist you on your path. At our last galactic broadcast, we talked about the violet flame of transmutation and immortality. You had many countless lifetimes where you have created vast amounts of karma. In order for you to ascend and to jump off the karmic wheel, you will need to clear all the karma that you have accumulated. Whether you are experiencing negative emotions, physical issues, or interactions with others, it is an indicator for negative karmic energies. In order to clear them, you can use the violet flame together with the Ascended Master's Law of Forgiveness. The violet flame and the Ascended Master's Law of Forgiveness are self-intelligent and will go to all the karmic energies that relate to the specific karmic energies. Take a quiet moment and decree. In the name of my beloved I Am Presence and beloved Master Saint Germain, I command, declare all karma of my past, present, parallel, and future lifetimes. In the name of my beloved I Am Presence, I now call forth for the Ascended Master's Law of Forgiveness, the violet fire, the cosmic Christ fire, and the unfed flame of divine love to blaze, blaze, blaze into all past, present, parallel, and future lifetimes, and to clear and transmute all karmic energies. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. Over time you have cleared all negative karmic energies, which clears your path of ascension. Decree for the violet flame. In the name of my beloved I Am Presence, I now call forth my galactic family of light, the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Master Saint Germain and Lady Portia, the great angelic hosts, Archangel Zadkiel and Amethyst, and mighty Elohim, Arcturus and Victoria. I ask for these blessed beings of the light to amplify, intensify, and multiply the power of this decree with the light of 1,000 suns from the great central sun. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, charge and fill my body and mind with divine inner peace, love, harmony, abundance, health, and happiness. Fill my entire being, mind, heart, body, and aura with your energy, and let me see, feel, and perceive my reality through your eyes, and call forth the manifestation of the divine plan, the ascended Master's way. In the name of my beloved I Am Presence, the ascended host, the angelic host, the cosmic host, and telos, I demand and command your assistance with my ascension and the purification of my being and the world. Pause after each statement. With the power of the 3 times 3, blaze, 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 the violet flame in, through, and around my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual body, and transmute all that is less than divine perfection. Beloved violet fire, blaze, 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 through every cell of my physical vehicle, to transmute any human consciousness about aging and allow for the divine light to make my body immortal and perfectly healthy on its journey of ascension. In the name of beloved Master Saint Germain, I now command for the violet flame to blaze, 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 through the minds and hearts of humanity, and raise our beloved planet into the higher dimensions. Beloved violet fire, I command, and now insert your request. Beloved I Am Presence, go before me this day and this night and take command. I give all power to you. In the name of my beloved I Am Presence, I call for the Ascended Master's assistance to remain in harmony in thought, feeling, word, and action at all times. I am now living in a wonderful reality to create a higher dimensional life of love, peace, harmony, health, creativity, abundance, joy, and the fulfillment of the divine plan for all. I decree this for the highest good of all that is in divine service to God, now and forever. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, beloved I Am. We are holding the vision of the divine new earth with you, and from our vantage point it is glorious. We are with you every step of the way. You are loved beyond measure. We are with you always. We love you. We are you. Namaste. Much love, the Pleiadian, Syrian, Arcturian Council of Light, and Asara Adams, from TelosChannel.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Maureen Moss, a potent message while in communion with the Pleiadians. At another time, I would say this upcoming Taurus Pleiadian gateway is going to be the beginning of quite a quantum up-leveling leading to the Lion's Gate on the 8-8. However, since the 222 gateway, we have been filled and overflowing with a constantly brewing pot of holy fire and cosmic everything. We have had an epic amount of ascension, enlightenment activity, though we are indeed in another series now of quantum personal transformational leaps, entering into the eclipse season. The Taurus Pleiadian gateway, and going through what I have already felt to be quite an epic Lion's Gate. There are few in the higher dimensions that thought or felt that this much light, this much pure source, galactic, solar light and frequency upgrades we have been receiving would be able to be received into our bodies. But we have been repeatedly. The higher dimensions and realms are in both reverence and awe of us. When I was preparing for this upcoming 5-5 Stargate gathering, the voice of the Pleiadians said that we in our human bodies are completing the collective soul mission that they were unable to, and I know certainly we are completing the same for the Syrians. Many of us lightworkers and starseeds are extensions of each of them, or either of them, through our DNA, and now as we awaken more fully to our multidimensionality, they are able to work directly with us, more unified with us and with each other on our behalf. There is a beautiful oneness occurring multidimensionally between the Pleiadians and Syrians, who have had the most direct access to humanity, and the Arcturians have joined them. What we are doing and becoming here on Earth, all of the dimensions are learning and benefiting from. We are star beings, galaxy players, masters, template builders, shapeshifters, and vast multidimensional beings will ultimately experience abilities and powers that others in this galaxy as a collective have not experienced, and with that comes an almost incomprehensible freedom and return to wholeness surpassing even the original immaculate concept, I have been told. The Pleiadians have shared, we are your assistants in many senses of the word, It is humanity that is doing the lion's share of not only changing the face of humanity, but the heart of humanity and earth. Perhaps you don't see it all now, though your victory is at hand. As things speed up and you go forward, balance, breathe, boundaries, neutrality, and withdrawal, wherever you sense resistance is key. Take your strength from one another without depleting anyone's energy or your own. Take your strength from God. Take your strength from your higher self aspects. Bring them in closer and closer until there is no divide between you. Rest in your hearts without self-imposed intrusion. Keep creating the victory of your sovereignty, living the truth of your soul and being the source of love in body. Know you are what sets the event in motion on a daily basis. Let that awareness not become a fleeting thought. We, through the many dimensions, realms, and star systems, are with you heart to heart and through your consciousness. Blessings and love upon, in, and through each one of you, our beloved family of light. Thank you for all you have given. Thank you for all you have been. Thank you for all that you are. We see you in truth, every single one of you. Peace, beloved ones, the Pleiadians. With love to all, Maureen, from MaureenMoss.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Throat chakra healings and upgrades are happening for you to have a better understanding of Source's communication with you. Conscious awareness is in your intuitive understanding. Your connection with Spirit is aligning you to a new life of heaven on earth. This timeline has begun, and it is up to you to align with it and in it. What will bring you joy and financial harvest is there waiting for you. To receive this requires undergoing healing of the subconscious mind of the illusions and lack and suffering. Your opponents are no longer, and it's time to get off that merry-go-round and claim your dharma. You are at the crossroads of putting a final death to chasing the wrong things and choosing the happy life and family you've been asking for. Observe your thoughts and choose wisely. Heal the emotional body from past hurts, being the victim, and repeating patterns that keep you stuck. Retrain your mindset to confidently know that you are successfully achieving your heart's desires. Don't settle for anything that keeps you stuck and bound any longer. You are in the process of upgrading into a very stable and happy life and home for you and your family. Take time and space to listen to Spirit, who is showing you how to get there. Think about what you need to be balanced and feel safe, strong, and powerful. This is your birthright. All you need to do is take this chance and live life differently and follow your guidance system. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you. Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Adrian Elise. Gaia Daily, May 2nd through the 6th, Higher Ideal. The Sun and Uranus and Taurus are making a sextile relationship to Mars and Pisces. This is awakening our desire for a life of more spirit and more connection. Waking up to who we really are is awakening a desire to strive for more full expression of our greater potential. We are feeling the fire with Venus moving over the Aries point of 0 degrees Aries. It's a soul rebirth and time to begin moving forward on that life that better fits who we really are. Venus is still close to Jupiter, expanding our emotions, sweet spiritual feelings. Get ready for a soul rebirth. As Venus crosses over the moment of astrological spring, Jupiter will follow Venus over this point and into Aries on May 10th, amplifying the soul renewal. Jupiter will take a retrograde at the end of July and move back into Pisces until turning direct and crossing over this Aries point for the third and final time in December. We are just now beginning to sort out the effect of the Venus retrograde from back in January. We are starting to get clarity on how to move forward into our desires to more fully live life. Jupiter and Venus are in a sextile relationship to Pluto and Capricorn. Time to envision new structures that can support a life more fully lived. Enough of the simulation, let's get going on the dream. Not so fast, says Mercury. All of these positive transits are inviting us into new ways of visioning our life. But Mercury, now in Gemini, is preparing to take a retrograde on May 10th. We're rethinking our thoughts, programming, and perspective, and finding our self-worth to express our full truth out in the world again. Starseeds are being called out of their shell to shine bright, regardless of the reaction of the wider world. Mercury will turn direct at the beginning of June. This makes the month of May a time for contemplation, adjustment, and redirection. We are undergoing rapid frequency upgrades and information downloads. This Mercury retrograde cycle is saying that we are too new and fresh yet in these changes. We can't yet understand the full ramifications of this spiritual activation in our life. Our whole psyche and reality must rearrange to accommodate these dramatic shifts. We can support the process by being as present as we can through the experience and letting go of what we thought it would look like. A new world is being birthed in a new way never been done before. It's a great mystery that we are figuring out as we go. Now is when we set our sights and vibrations higher to match the ideal of the world we know we came here to be and see. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light Leah Whitehorse. Jupiter and Pisces sextile Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. The great sky god Jupiter engages with Lord of the Underworld Pluto. Here is an invitation to expand our awareness. Look up to the sky, look down to the ground, look within, look without. The big picture is in view, so now is the time to have faith in the face of fear. This is a catalyst for transformation. With Jupiter and Pisces, we know that everything is connected. A subtle shift of understanding creates a wave of change. Here is an opportunity to step into your power, to know what it means to be empowered, to realize what is in your control. There is joy to be found in letting go of that which no longer works. Once released, the universe moves heaven and earth to fill the space with something better. Great forces are at work reshaping and reforming to bring about a holy vision. Take a moment to acknowledge these ancient gods as deities of living archetypes in your imagination. Monumental regeneration is possible. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. Today our galactic signature is Keen 245, Red Spectral Serpent, Magic Turtle Day and Clear Sign of Pakal Votan Keen. Moon 11, Spectral Moon of Liberation, the 11th moon within the 13 Moon Planetary Service Wave Spell. Stage 11 of the 13th stage Bhumi Wave Spell. Today we enter the 3 transcendental Bhumis of Homo Noosphericis. Dharma teachings are immeasurable. I vow to master them all. Second dimensional sense pulsar, tone 3, 7, 11, 37 into 73, heaven on earth. What is a rainbow body? A fully enlightened person, a Jivan Mukti, who also liberates the body into light. In Tibetan Buddhism, it is said that certain meditation practices can alter the appearance of the body, transforming it into 5 radiant lights. The name given to this physical fluorescence is rainbow body. The more advanced levels is also called the rainbow body, but for due purposes, let's call it the rainbow body of light, as in this level all the signs are showing up while the yogi is still alive. According to the description done by Valalar, those who have reached the state of pranava and Sudha Daham, the beginning stages of the rainbow body while still alive, body changes start occurring, starting off with the inner and outer skin becoming extraordinarily smooth, nerves and muscles relax gradually, bones, membranes, and cartilages become automatically flexible, blood and semen changes from a liquid to a thickened state, the brain and all its parts become spongy, expanded like a flower. Through the entire body leaks the Amrit, nectar of the goddess. The drink flowing from the crown chakra down into the body and tastes sweet like burned sugar when it passes through the throat chakra and grants immortality when it flows non-stop. The face becomes brilliant, delicate, and harmonious, making evident the internal state of supreme happiness. When this state deepens, the senses can perceive all without becoming limited by any barrier or obstacle. The eyes can have a view of the whole universe. By that reason, they aren't interested in observing the things of the world. They are able to see the content of all the worlds and beings as much external as internally. With their voice, they can communicate with anybody in any place of the universe and still beyond. God, in the form of supreme love, fills those pure bodies with divine life. Cosmic History quote for Moon 11, Day 2, "The earth, the stars, the sun, and all the planets are ultimately divine creation thought forms emanating from a central source." And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 245, Red Spectral Serpent. Spectral is the name for the number 11, and its keywords are liberate, dissolve, and release. The 11th day of any wave spell is about being liberated. Ironically, because of the mathematics involved in the Tzolk'in, the 11th day is always the challenge of the first day of the wave spell. The blue eagle has no hold on us today. We can take a break from its influence. We can enjoy a day off from flying like an eagle. Today is Red Serpent, which represents life force, survival, and instinct. It is said a coiled serpent lies in the base chakra, Kundalini, and when it uncoils and reaches the crown chakra, enlightenment is reached. This symbolizes the need to balance our earthly grounded nature, base chakra, with our spiritual nature, crown chakra. When you combine the meaning of the number and the day, the result is liberate to survive or release life force. To summarize, today is about letting go and releasing, a liberating experience which has the potential to be very healing. Shed your old self and emerge renewed, as serpent medicine is very powerful. If the serpent lingers in the base chakra for too long, it can lead to sex addiction. If you're feeling frisky today, it's that serpent energy building up. Let it go and you'll feel more balanced. The spectral serpent offers liberation through rebalancing these energies, and so a potentially very healing day. Today is guided by Red Serpent, and so it's a double helping. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Spectral Serpent, 11, Cheek Chan, Keen 245, 3rd of May 2022, Liberating Life Force. 3-5-2022 equal 356 equal 311 equal 32 equal 5. Day codes 3, Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity. 5, Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation, Movement. Month year codes 5, Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation, Movement. 6, Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 11, Illumination, Portal, Gate, Polarity. 2, Twins, Cooperation, Partner, Duality. 20, The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22, Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 245, 2 plus 4 plus 5 equal 11, equal 2, Partnership, Co-op. 11, Portal, Gate, Polarity. A powerfully liberating day, releasing the chains of fear to reclaim our freedom. Be aware today's code is highly combustible. We have a double serpent code bringing up fear and survival issues which need to be released in order to liberate more of our life force. The 5-5 daily code and keen number will ensure we can walk through the door to claim our freedom as the old paradigm collapses behind us, crumbling to ashes. Through this test, we have a huge opportunity to break free from the fear matrix. Visualize the energies of calmness and joy flowing freely and humanity being fully liberated from the matrix game. Day 11 already. Didn't we just start our vision quest? In the Blue Eagle wave spell, where we are being asked to fly high and focus on the big picture so that we can create it, envisioning the highest timeline for ourselves and our planet as our visionary powers and third eye are awakened and activated. It is time for a mass awakening of humanity. Today's eagle's power is very strongly liberating our clear vision, challenging us to rise above the fear and survival issues, leaving the past behind us, in order to release more life force needed to energize our future creations. Tone of creation, spectral tone 11 in the emotional realm. The spectral power is that of disillusion, liberation, and release. The 11th day of the Blue Eagle wave spell is the one that liberates our biggest vision. As it is an emotional realm day, there may be a greater tendency for people to lose it. The old fear-based survival issues rise to the fore in order to be dissolved and released, to make way for your bigger vision, based on faith and trust in the divine plan. Trust, trust, trust is the message I kept getting today from Spirit. So release, release, release in order to free up all your life force, vitality, and newfound passion. Celebrate your victory. Make no mistake, beloveds, today's code is a very powerful thrust for our evolutionary journey. We are on our way back home. Divine blessings for your magic flight. Today's questions are, how can I dissolve and release any fear-based survival instincts, liberating more vitality and life force, reclaiming my freedom, in order to soar as the golden eagle? Are we ready to dissolve the illusion of fear and the false matrix to finally celebrate our planetary liberation? Divine blessings for your magical flight and regenesis as we all rise from the ashes. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 245, Red Spectral Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I dissolve in order to survive. Releasing instinct, I seal the store of life force. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations that we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light, A. Agent, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. I'd like to also welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Rachel Haas, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Cass Clayton, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. And I'd like to also thank Divine Brothor of the Light, Matticus Lewis, for your pledge and support on Patreon. Welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to help support us and help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world daily, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Mary Stubler, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister, for your continued support. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com, and she has a 25% off sale for the next 5 days until the Sunday the 8th for Mother's Day, so be sure to take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful codes from our 17th dimensional beings of light through the Pleiades star system. Pleiades 1 messages, May 3rd, 2022. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSC-SDE. Fanaticisms dissolve now. Divine dragons realign with PVSE. Transactional borders are deprecated. Alliance +++ anchoring and expansion 89% non-regressive. Neva, Iman, Pras, Chris, and greater than 78% non-regressive. Projectors of ship Eondor 12 in support 100% non-regressive. Projectors of ship Condor 12 is in reverberation, 100% non-regressive. Attention, Sinti, the storyteller fairy, immediate summons coming. Master projector support required, sync started, 98% non-regressive, start support. Initial cleanup, tube B, recorks in progress, 89% non-regressive. Final cauterization, tube B, recorks in progress, 89% non-regressive. Pillars for upper conducts are activated. Plasmic disruptions in progress. Temporarily end of transmission, Pleiades 1, powering chamber, +++, from disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed week ahead. Tomorrow, May the 4th be with you, and the 5-5 portal through the portal of Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, as the energies and activations from the great central sun continue flooding Mother Earth, our sacred Gaia, as she transforms into the mothership Terra Nova Gaia of the 33rd Fleet of the Universal Federations of Light. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make today and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.